What up guys, it's Beast, back with some more Beastly content. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of a guide on how to data mine No Man's Sky, just so that the guide is out there, just so that everybody understands how to do this, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so here is how we are going to be doing it. I'm not going to explain to you how to sort through the files and figure out what is the new files. You're going to have to go through them yourself once you get them. However, I'm going to show you how to isolate it down to just the packs that have been updated by viewing the change logs in Steam database. But without further ado, first things first, I'm going to open the very first link that we have to open here, and that is going to be this one right here. So let me go ahead and get this up over here. I'm going to open this as well as Steam database and the depot that we are after. So first of all, we don't actually need to download the latest depot. We only need to download the previous latest depot. And the way you're going to be downloading the previous depot is listed here, as well as, so first of all, we're missing, so this is what we need to see actually. So download underscore depot, app ID, depot ID, target manifest ID. Target manifest ID will be selecting the version that you are downloading. So what I would suggest for you to do is to actually download the version that you had previously, just so that you can actually compare the files in it and maybe be able to sort through it. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I will go ahead and show you how to go ahead and get that. So basically, the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and download a couple different things. You're going to want to download 7-zip if you don't already have 7-zip. You're going to need 7-zip because there's a bunch of zips to extract. You're going to be needing something that I'll be linking in just a second. It's called the Mass Unpacker for No Man's Sky. It unpacks .pack files for No Man's Sky. Super duper easy. You're going to need to access your downloads folder for the game and pull the pack files that you need and copy them over to another directory. We'll get onto that in a second. So let's see here. I should have a link to the unpacker down below. I will have links for everything down below. Here is going to be your unpacker. It is extremely simple unpacker to use. All you will have to do is download it, extract it, and then you will get a folder that looks similar to this one. Besides all of this. All of this is already extracted assets. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, this takes so long to delete, but we're going to go ahead and delete all of this, as well as the packs that we have in here. I will be back in just a minute once I get this cleared out. That is clearing that out. We're actually going to go ahead and get to the next part. So, No Man's Sky is typically located in your Steam library, and you're going to go to your Steam library it's installed on. If you've installed it on a specific drive, go to that drive. Go to the Steam library, Steam apps. You're going to go to common, all the way down here to whatever game's here. And I wonder if that's an actual install. Really now? Is that an install? No. Okay. Anyway, I was like, I don't even have a VR set right now. But anyway, so No Man's Sky game data. This second folder here, PC banks. We are going to be taking this and finding the pack files we need. So back to Steam database now. If you click history when you're viewing this, which I'll have a link down below to the latest depot listed on here, it'll tell you the exact pack files that were updated. So we're only going to have to sift through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pack files in order to be finding this new content. Now, once again, like I have said before, what you could do is find a previous version of the game on here using the manifest option, which I'll go ahead and explain to you how to download the previous version just so that you know it. So this is depot ID, this is build ID, this is manifest ID. As you can see over here, it says to open the Steam console. You can do so just by clicking this link. It'll automatically open the Steam console over here. As you can see here, we actually did do one of these previously, so I'll just go ahead and select it here. This first number here is always going to be 275850. This second number here for the depot number is usually going to be 275851. As you can see, we'll quickly go back over here and see what the depot ID is, 275851. Go ahead and check that. If you're doing this in the future, it could have changed. And then this last one right here is manifest ID. Wabang, that's what we're going to need to copy here, because that is what's going to tell us what new content is in the game. So you're going to actually select manifest ID and you're going to paste it over here. Now, I'm wanting to download another depot right now because when I downloaded this depot, for whatever reason it was, I actually couldn't find a difference in the two folders, and I know there should be a difference because one of them is the previous version and this version is the one that got the new content in it. But I do find the new content in this version's packs. So anyway, on to using the extractor now. That's going to be how you download previous depots if you're needing to download previous versions of the game in order to compare the files. If you even want to do that, it is going to only be 6 packs here that we're going to have to sift through. So we're now in this folder, and we have the tool open over here, and we have this listing here down below in history that is telling us that, and first of all, we don't want to look at this one specifically. We want to look at the latest one that was updated yesterday. We want to go to history now and see what's going on here. So the first one is going to be metadata edit.pack, and you're just going to go through and select all of these ones that got updated, like pipelines.pack, mist.pack. I don't think pipelines are global we're going to worry about. We're going to only worry about the ones that went up today, just to see if maybe I can't tone it down even a bit more on the amount of things that we have going on here. Because it does get a little bit, and is it globals.pack? Did that get stuff taken? Yeah. So globals.pack only had things taken, though it's only 452, so it's probably nothing important. We're definitely not going to do that one. Mist.pack, we're definitely going to do that one. So let's find that, mist.pack. We're just going to go ahead and drag it from here over into here. And, oh, that said move. Did you notice that? We are going to have to copy that back over. Otherwise, my game will not load. Do not move it. Definitely do the copy. Pipeline's got a negative update, and it's only 128 kilobits, so that's definitely not going to be anything we're worried about here. We already got what was the mist.pack. We did get the mist.pack. And we also are going to need the text mist.pack. So we're going to go to text mist.pack right here, and this time we're going to actually go ahead and select a copy button, and we're going to go ahead and paste it over here. We're also going to go ahead and get the mist.pack copied too. We do want to do that as well. As soon as that's done copying there, I don't want to do a copy option until we're done pasting the paste option, just because I'm not sure if it will cause any issues, but I wouldn't do it. So text mist, let's see here, precache.pack. Precache.pack could have files in it, so we probably want to download that. But metadata etc.pack is probably going to be the one full of what's important here. So metadata etc. We're looking for metadata edit pack. We're going to go ahead and click here, copy. We're going to go back here, and we're going to go ahead and click paste. And I think we're only after 4 of these right now. So metadata, and then there was also technically precache.pack. How big is precache.pack? Because if precache.pack is 6,000, yeah, we're going to need to copy that. That one could be important, guys. There could definitely be some stuff in here. So once you have all of these packs in the folder, it's very simple to continue here. Hopefully I didn't break my game and I have to verify integrity or anything, even though my internet's good anyway, so, you know, it's okay. But extract pack.back. Go ahead, or .bat, I keep saying .back every time I go to record this one, but go ahead and start the extracting. This will go ahead and start extracting all of the files from these pack files into here. It's going to categorize them into different folders. What I think I'm going to do, actually, since I don't mind having all of these assets, not just the new ones, I think I'm going to take just the .dds files out of these. I wish I could do like a maybe there's a mass DDS converter. I need something I can download, and I'm going to look at it later. I'm not going to show you anything that is too crazy here. All I'm going to mention is the way you're going to be viewing these, and the current solution I have to view and save them into other file formats like PNGs and things like that, for if you want them for PNGs, is going to be downloading paint.net. I will have a link to paint.net itself down below, as well as this extension right here. It is called Releases. It will download as a zip. You will need to unzip it, but once you unzip it, and you don't technically have to unzip it. I actually didn't ever unzip it. I think No Man's Sky Mines has release.zip in it. Yeah, so as you can see, file types right here, 32-bit, 64-bit. You're going to need a 64-bit version most likely, because you're probably on a 64-bit computer in 2023, but I digress. This one's also going to have to be copied over. So it's a very simple process. So paint.net for me has installed over here onto my disk C drive, which is going to be under program files, and then we're going to scroll down until we find paint.net. And as you can see here, we have an effects folder, and of course we have a file types folder. So effects, as you can see here, file type DDSE effect. So we go into effects, file type DDSE effect. We already got it copied over there. If you do not already have it copied over there, and you won't if you just download it, copy it over there. That's going to give us a DDS extension support. As for file types, this is going to create the registry for the DDS file type support inside of paint.net. So once again, go ahead and copy it over to your file types folder in your paint.net. After that, your paint.net is now going to be fully capable of using these new files. So all we have to do is wait for this to finish extracting, and then we'll be on to the next step, which is going to be getting just the images out of this. Because some of this that's going to be extracted is not going to be image files. It's not going to be these simple mines that we're after here. I'm not going into elaborate detail of going through every single line of code or going through all the mission statements, or where sometimes you can find a text file. I mean, I might cover this in a future video, but sometimes you can find text files for like missions, so it will tell you like a whole bunch of dialogue from the missions, and that can be considered what is data mining and leaks there. So we get full leaks of the expedition missions. But one, I don't know if they'd actually put any mission file dialogues in the game until they're ready to release it. And two, if they did, if anyone's even willing to do that work, or if everyone on this game is just only ripping .dds files, I am not sure on this. The last time I did heavy data mining was on a very old gacha game, actually the game I started the channel on, and it was Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth / Re-Invoke. And on that game, the data mining I did on that, I did everything. I'd do text mining and everything. And the way I would do it would be using a text editor comparer. I'd pull the two manifests because it was a gacha game. It was simpler. I think it was just one manifest file, or like maybe 10 or 15 manifest files. I don't really remember for sure. But you'd pull the manifest files and you'd see which ones were a larger kilobit in size, and then you'd throw them into a text editing comparer that would first of all read them as text files, and then second of all compare the two, and it would highlight anywhere that new text had been added. So you'd be able to find the new dialogues for mission, or maybe the action of completing an item or something, and I'm very sure that would be mineable in here, and I'm sure there probably is some of those sort of files here, but from my knowledge and from what I can tell, no one is going to the site to do that. I'm not sure if maybe it's because the bin files are heavily encrypted, or maybe they've at least encrypted the storage or the story missions, or if maybe people just aren't willing to do that because the TDS files are good enough, and having a ton of PNGs for the new stuff is all anybody really wants, and maybe we shouldn't spoil the story in a way. I don't know on that part, guys, honestly. You know, it's to everybody his own opinion there. Anyway, so in this mass extractor folder, go ahead and go to your search box now and type in the words .dds. Give it a second, because it is going to need to search up and find all of these, because there's going to be a bunch in here. As you can see, like I said, unfortunately, when you pull stuff from the game like this and you're after the new files they added in a .pack, you also have to deal with getting the old files in that .pack. So what we're running into here actually is seeing a whole bunch of files that we don't care about. My solution usually is just to copy all of this to another folder and then do some searches in there for like expedition, for the new expeditions, or doing like robot will find you a whole bunch of the robot parts, things like that. The better solution would be to have a previous version of the game before these files were in there, and then get the .pack files extracted, line up the DDS files side by side in two separate folders, and then used an application by the name of BS File Compare. Yeah, BS Folder Compare. So I have a Softpedia download link here, because for some reason when it comes to these type of tools, it's so hard to find the download link on the original poster or the creator of the software. I don't know if maybe they lose funding or something, they can't upload it to the servers or something, and they don't know about like Google Drive or something, but for whatever reason I always have to download this type of stuff from Softpedia. As a matter of fact, I have download.cnet.com for paint.net, because paint.net's download button wasn't working either for me. So anyway, as you can see here, we now have them all extracted here. The only problem, of course, is going to be that we don't know what of these are new and what of these are old. As you can see here, this is one of the new icons. I know that much, but we can't really tell completely. I did tell you a way to do it. I'm not going to show you that just because I'm washing my hands of doing this for the day. Okay, we'll do the next mine on the next data mine's release. But besides that, guys, this is how to data mine No Man's Sky. Go ahead and copy these to your favorite folder. We will go, and I have a folder specifically for it called Completed Mines. But we will, of course, also be showing you, one, a little bit farther into this, and two, of course, the fact that paint.net will, in fact, open this once, of course, we do actually load. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Alrighty, guys, so now that that is finally done, we are going to be showing you one more thing. First of all, we're going to set this to extra large icons and wait for it to update, because, you know, that's going to take a minute. Ooh, yeah, that's going to take a minute. Oh, we'll go back. There we go. Now we can view them. So as you can see here, you're actually naturally able to just see what's going on here just by looking here. You're not actually needing to open it in paint.net. Yeah, the only reason why I would actually suggest to open it in paint.net is if you are wanting to convert it to a .png so you can use it in something like Photoshop, which is what I will be doing to any of these that are new. I'm still working on getting a previous version that doesn't have the new files in it, so that I can compare the two and delete what's non-new, so I don't have to hold on to all of this and I don't have to sift through it. But like I said, if you want to find the robot files, type robot, you're going to find stuff like this. So we have the head, we got the arm, we got the leg, we got the body, we got this weird looking gun thing which apparently attaches to our robot ship. See what I'm talking about? This is why I think that we are getting a robot pilot, because robot ship pulse, robot ship hyperdrive, robot ship launcher, there is no, and I do understand that like robot ship pulse, robot ship hyperdrive, and robot ship launcher are from the Sentinel, but this is new and it says robot ship weapon. Interesting. Maybe it's just a new weapon for our starship, and I would assume that we'll be able to use this as well. But I'm pretty sure this robot's going to be a robot pilot. I mean, the dude even looks like he's sitting in the cockpit. Like, and second of all, we do already find a arm of sorts in the game, just laying around places. Like, look, this is, I don't know what this is, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we do actually find things like that in the game. When it comes to like the arms by crash ships, sometimes you can feed them a lantinium. I'm assuming those are going to have something to do with it. And I seen Expedition 10, I swear I did. Yeah, so while we are seeing Expedition 10, I'm not sure if, and as you can see, it's definitely a robot expedition, guys, 100%. And this one, yeah, there's another logo for it. Pretty slick looking, I will admit. I do like this. I think this is going to be my new wallpaper, guys. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to save it as a PNG in here. And we're going to get out of here for now, guys. I'm going to save this as a PNG. I'm going to make it my new wallpaper. Because you know what? We need a new wallpaper. My wallpaper being wood way too long, you know. So save. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. This is how to data mine No Man's Sky. I am sorry I can't really show you too much on how to organize or sort through this stuff a little easier. But, you know, there are keywords to search for, like expedition, for instance, or let's see here. Does this show anything? I didn't think so. The other thing would be probably alien, maybe? But alien should just be a bunch of things, yeah. And nothing new in Alien. So, I'm not sure everything that it is. You could just sit here and scroll and scroll and scroll and be like, that's a new icon, that's a new icon. Or, once again, you can extract a previous version and do a folder compare. But I am out, guys. Keep it peace mode.